Welcome back to the show. We got a great one lined up. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and digperspectives.com for exclusive content. Right now, we're sitting at $3.45 trillion market cap for crypto. The market's off by 2.8%, but it don't bother me none. I've been buying that dip just a little at a time, doing what I can. Not financial advice. Bitcoin, 94,700 plus. It's starting to turn around. 3,300 plus for Ethereum. $138 billion market cap for USD Tether, and that is coming down, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen it at 139, 140 plus, and now we're looking at 138. Could this be the first watershed moment for the delisting of Tether in the exchanges of the European Union? We'll keep an eye on it. XRP right now, and by the way, remember, there is a period of 6 months or a year that they have to get off of that stablecoins. That I believe most exchanges are delisting early and just like, hey, we're doing it right now. But we'll see and watch this and how it affects the market cap of Tether and how it may affect new stablecoins like the real USD or others like USDC. XRP number 4 spot, $2.18 off 0.1 in the 24 and off 2.9 on the 7-day. Range of price now between 213 and 218. We'll keep an eye on it, ladies and gentlemen, as we always do. But let me remind you, there's something exciting coming, and it's XRP Las Vegas 2025. And there is still early bird pricing, but it is limited. I'm encouraging you all right now to get your ticket because this is going to be a don't miss event. Looky here. This is on the 3rd floor. The 2nd floor looked like this. The 1st floor and the long corridor to this event looked like this because there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people waiting to get into this event. This time, there are going to be thousands, probably a couple thousand. Don't mess around. I'm telling you, we are putting together the most incredible conference. You won't believe what the lineup's going to be. We're going to unveil that soon enough too, but get your ticket while that pricing is still where it is. Link underneath the video, xrplasvegas.com. Patrick McHenry, who will be retiring at the end of this Congress here, outgoing Biden administration continues to ignore the will of Americans with partisan 11th hour rulemaking. Today, it is an assault on the digital asset ecosystem. It absolutely is. The bipartisan Keep Innovation in America Act is the solution for comprehensive tax framework for crypto brokers. And we know that this is being said in response to the fact that we have seen recent rules released by the IRS that you must file a form by 2025 if you're a crypto broker, and you're also going to have to start reporting your holdings personally from wallet to wallet, exchange to exchange. You won't be able to do an overall cost basis. So get informed. Call your accountant. Get on the phone with them, just like I did my accountant yesterday. And I'm looking for all the accurate information to keep me in compliance. As I learn more, I will share it. But don't wait for me. Don't wait for me. Take step and take action yourself. ISO 20022 will facilitate payments between legacy network emerging payment gateways like Ripple and R3 Corda. Well, don't forget, R3 Corda is for sale. Is Ripple going to buy R3? I don't know. Will someone else? It's for sale. Will Swift? ISO 20022 will allow more information to move with payments, and ultimately will facilitate payments moving between legacy networks such as Swift and emerging payment gateways like MasterCard, Ripple, or R3's Corda. However, adoption is complicated and many banks are not looking to migrate until 2025. Hello, 2025 is knocking on our door, ladies and gentlemen. And 2 days away for this, the ban starts at 2 days. This is it. Tether loses a license to operate in Europe as Ripple's real USD is expected to be approved shortly. and it is approved actually, right? 3 exchanges announced delisting of Tether in the coming days. Tether's 64 billion daily volume to shift over the real USD, which will mean historic XRP burn rates. All of this stuff is accurate. I have said, what's the chance that Tether goes completely away? I don't know. What's the chance that it gets pushed out of the US the way it's being pushed out of the EU? Quite likely, but we'll have to wait and see. And if that happens, it may be just enough to ensure that Tether's not allowed in the 2 largest markets in the world, and then they can ensure that a private company could never challenge or rival the dollar itself. All those treasury bonds will go somewhere. They won't go in a ditch. Someone else will buy them. You can bet on it. Here's Paul Barron. This is a great clip talking about the perfect storm. Take a listen. He's highlighting Tether delisted in 3 days. Head on a swivel. Listen to this.
The other thing I want to get to is right here on Santiment's charts. This is showing several things here. One, of course, is the yellow. That's the total amount of XRPL trust lines. So remember, we saw this big explosion. Then a lot of old holders basically selling their XRP because they had seen profits for the first time. And then what happens back here in early December? Boom. Trust lines start exploding because people start understanding what is going on. Along with that, you also have the DEX volume exploding. You also have the active addresses continuing to increase. What you have here, guys, is a perfect storm starting to brew with XRP and where this technology is going.
No question about it. Paul Barron gets it to a great degree. There's no question. And here he is highlighting what we covered here about the GAM investment group calling for SBI to do a buyback. Now listen to him explain this and break this down because this is fantastic, and essentially calling for SBI to do what MicroStrategy is currently doing with Bitcoin. Take a listen.
And that's not really the end of it. You have to look elsewhere and from a global perspective. And we've talked about this before. SBI Holdings, their critical position, not only with Ripple, but just in the banking system within Asia. And I want to show something here. SBI Holdings, XRP is worth around, they have holdings right now. Let me kind of zoom in on that for you guys. Their XRP is worth around 1.6 trillion, $10 billion, and this is in yen. This is higher than SBI's market cap of 1.2 trillion yen. So they actually have more value in XRP than they do in the company value itself. So are they becoming the MicroStrategy of XRP? Well, there's some things that could possibly predicate that that is actually what's going on here. I want to show you something right here. This was a press release that they had. This was a letter to their CEO, and this came in from the Global Special Situations Fund, and they hit on a few things here. I want to go into a couple of the items that they were asking for. This is kind of showing their stock price when there was even a potential, let me kind of zoom in on that for you guys, a potential of them selling XRP. This is what happens to their stock price. So what they said is, we've got to kind of protect against that. So let's do this. We believe that shareholders would greatly benefit if, these were the things that they were hitting in, SBI would publish a daily live indirect value of its XRP holdings, number one. They would also create a strategy in blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, so have a business that's built around this. Sound very familiar to you? There's another popular company out there that's doing this now. And then 3, it says that SBI should have an active and public XRP coin buying program. Rather than pay cash dividends, SBI shareholders would benefit greatly if they would do a buyback program by recycling part of its cash flow and going into both banking and the security side of their business. I want to show you the CEO of SBI. Take a look.
Now, we all know who Yoshitaka Kitao is here, right? So let me just get this up. It just plays a little clip there, and it's just reinforcing the point. But I just want to get now to the final pullback here.
I want to go to a tweet from that CEO, and here's what he said, translated. Ripple should begin preparing for its IPO as soon as possible, as once the SEC matter is resolved. This is going to happen in early January, so we could see something maybe being announced. Don't know if that's going to happen, but that would be a calendar date that I'd be watching for is mid-January. So, and the point being is that this is exactly what MicroStrategy has been doing. selling stock to go out there and leverage back in on Bitcoin. Same thing that could be happening here with XRP.
Exactly. And don't rule out the fact that Ripple could do it too. Look, and don't rule out the fact that, Ripple keeps XRP at $0 on their balance sheet, or at least they used to. Imagine what happens the moment that Ripple decides to do what MicroStrategy does, because MicroStrategy doesn't keep Bitcoin at $0 on its balance sheet. Oh no. MicroStrategy keeps Bitcoin at the current value on its balance sheet. And if Ripple did that, imagine what that stock would be worth. And we've just seen a recent price hike in that stock as well. Things are looking up. And then we know about this. Now, you talk about a perfect storm here. This brings a perfect storm home. And don't forget about ETFs for XRP. We're inside a 90-day window of seeing the first round of applications for spot ETFs for XRP to be approved or not. And why wouldn't they? The reason why XRP is going to make history next year, according to Bitstamp, is the derivatives market is the end game for value. Yes, that is correct. The derivatives market is the largest market, and the larger market, I should say. And if they tap into this to any great degree, it will provide a stable daily level of liquidity every day, 24/7, 365, that needs to be settled and can be accessed every single day. Think of this for a moment. Talk about a perfect storm here. Let's take a look at this for fun. This is the updated XRP rich list here from James Rule. Give him a follow. Yeah, look at this. You can see where you are. Now, for the accounts over 1 billion, there's 6, right? I'm not going to run down through all the numbers. But if you just start here, 5,000 to 10,000 XRP, there's 141,615 accounts. Pick another number here. 10 to 25,000, 152,000 plus. The 50,000, 26 to 75,000, 26,400 plus. The 100,000 to 500,000 mark, 28,368 wallets. How about that? The million to 5 million, where it really starts to thin out, 1,757 wallets. 5 million to 10 million, 206 wallets. Well, it really starts to thin down, doesn't it? It's quite remarkable. It's quite remarkable just what is in front of us. Think of all the things that we just talked about, and knowing that we have a pro-crypto president, pro-crypto treasurer, pro-crypto SEC, a CFTC, and a brand new crypto AI czar. And the pro-crypto president's family has business in this industry. This isn't going another way, ladies and gentlemen. Now imagine them getting the legislation done as promised, and there's no capital gains on assets like XRP because they're based in the U.S. Think of it for a moment. It only makes sense there wouldn't be capital gains on XRP because it's used for payments. How are you going to encourage anyone to use it for payments if you got to convince them to be hit with capital gains after they use it for payments? This is going to happen. I really do believe that. Not financial advice. I really do believe it. Barry C says here, XRP was 0.06 of a penny in 2017. No one thought it could hit $3.80 by 2018. But it did. When XRP was sitting at 40 to 60 cents price range in the last year, people said it was dead, it couldn't move. Then in November 24, XRP rallied from 50 to 260 in the space of a month. Never let anyone tell you that a price point for XRP is out of the question or beyond possibility. XRP is going to dominate 2025. We'll see prices like $3, $5, $10, $15, $20. And when people least expect it, we will see similar price action like we saw in XRP 2017 headed into 2018, only this time XRP will skyrocket towards triple digits. I'm here for it. If I've learned nothing else, that the catalyst we need is the adoption of government. And it starts with legislative clarity. And then we see the financial system come into play because we're waiting for the top down. This has been a grassroots movement from the bottom up, but the internet was embraced by the top first and then given to consumers second. We are in the reverse, but we're about to see the top adopt this technology. And when we do, we're going to see a dot-com era boom in this space like none other. And I hope everybody's bags are packed long enough to take profits on the small and the big, because I know I'm ready to do so too. Javon Mark says here the next phase of XRP can lead to $16.50 plus, and by history, another full run similar to its previous cycle can lead to over a 7,200+% move from here to $111 to $168. Price already looks to be on the way, demonstrating full run potential. That's what he believes. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. It's just my digital perspectives. I'll catch all of you on the next one.